Hey, so I'm back again. As soon as I left after recording the 2 readings I did earlier today, I started hearing love message, just over and over and over again. And I had some lunch and I was on the couch, like I got into some pajamas and I was just chilling. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling her that this message was coming through and that I didn't love it, because I don't want to be a love reader. You know, I'm a healer and I'm very called to help healing. So I was kind of I was making a joke with her and said that I'm resisting doing this reading by watching murder interrogations on YouTube. So everything is a message, right? So I'm an energy channel as opposed to a tarot reader. I read the energy that comes up and through. The cards are just visual clues, representations, embodiments of the energy that I'm feeling to help me catch it and explain it. So I feel like that's a message. My resistance to doing this love reading could be part of the message as well, that you might be very resistant to anything sort of love related. And I'm picking up really, like, as soon as I think I'm catching the vibe, it shifts and changes. So I think that might be part of your energy as well. Maybe you're really unclear where you're at the moment in regards to this. Maybe you're trying to create and build without it, like without love. And I'm feeling like romantic love, but I'm always really mindful not to limit it like that. Like, I'm always really mindful that a lot of the time we focus in on romantic love as being the pinnacle of it, but there is so much more to love than romantic love. There's self-love, and there's platonic love and familial love and love of our career. And I feel like maybe someone is building a life that they love, like wholly, that they can bring their whole self to, but are trying to remove romantic love from that equation. I don't know, that's all I really got. And then, you know, it really struck me when I was talking to my friend, and she'll be watching this video. She watches every single one of my videos. You know, and that's love. Like, I've just started this channel and she's so supportive and encouraging and really showing up for me in a real way while I try and do these things. Like, for a very long time, my channeling and my spiritual self has been in the hermit cave with me, and it's taken me a really, really long time to sort of get the courage to take that step and branch out and start expressing it authentically. And to have even just that one person in my corner, like, watching every single one of my videos, and they're not going to resonate with her, but, you know, it's like, it feels really good. And so that just is a really profound experience for me to have, as someone who in the past always focused on romantic love as the pinnacle of love, and how far I've come. And it was through then I started to meditate. I put some whale sounds on because whales have been just all up in my face for the last week or so, and I find them incredibly comforting and soothing and peaceful. Like that's the energy that they take me to. And it was a couple of seconds really into like listening to some whale songs and just doing some intentional breathing that I understood that this was not so much a love message but a healing message, and that's when I could get behind it. So full disclosure, I've still got my jammy pants on. Like, I legit was going to call this channel Pajama Tarot and do it in my pajamas because I love them so much. But I threw a jumper on. So I don't really know where this is going, but the energy that I've been getting is that, like, it's everything. That's the only way I can describe it. It's everything. Every possible way you can experience love is, I'm feeling like there's this passion and this physical desire, like everything is coming through, but most importantly is this profound sense of peace, like this really profound sense of peace. And I've got no channeled messages for this. Like, this literally, I was trying to avoid this reading, so I was not about to sit down with it. But I've got some decks out, and I really feel like at the very least I need to record this, and then I'll decide if we're going to post it. I think we're going to start with my deck as well, my channeled messages. So toxic, that could be, it's at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's a fear. Maybe if you're watching and you've been sort of working through love and what it means to you and what it feels to you. We've got water, which is emotions. Yeah, working out how you feel about it, where you stand on it, whether you want it. Like, there's really deep healing going on. I'm seeing the Three of Swords in my mind. And feeling like, you know, sort of, all right, guidance and twin flame. Oh, upside down. So I can already feel like this energy trying to pull me in. Yes. What was I saying? It'll come back. Yeah, it's time. It's time for something. You've been working through how you feel about it. Maybe you've been feeling something come through. Maybe you've been waiting for more clarity, for more healing, for more self-awareness. I'm seeing the Three of Swords, that's what I was saying. And what really strikes me about the Three of Swords, like, we're talking about a broken heart, right? Like a really, really broken heart. So why are they swords? Like, that's mental energy, that's air energy. Why is it the Three of Swords? That describes the worst broken heart we can have, and not the Five of Cups or the Eight of Cups. You know, they can be heartbreaking as well, but do you understand what I'm saying? So there's something here about what we're telling ourselves about love, more than what we're feeling. You might have a conflict between your heart and your head here. So you might be feeling like you're ready to open up, but your mind is still, like, your heart wants to go down this path, but you've got that sword energy, that mental energy. We'll figure it out together. Let's have a look. All right, Spirit. Can you clarify this energy? Give us some framework here, Spirit. That's what we need. We've got no channeled messages to work from. We need a energy vampire just flipped out, but I felt like that was this mental energy, like this overthinking, this overanalyzing could be the energy vampire. It could be draining you. Where do we want to start? 3 of these, I think, Spirit. Well, we'll take this one. Ebb and flow came out. Purpose came out. Let go and let God, and limiting belief. Yeah, like that's mental energy, right? That's what you're believing. All right, so we've got some energy to work with here. Guidance again at the bottom of the deck. So there is a message here for someone. Meditate. It's how we get guidance, isn't it? Whales, you might also, whales might be resonating. They might be an energy that's supporting you right now and helping you heal. I feel this real peace. Like, and that's something that, like, on a personal level, I love, because I'm working hard to get into my soft area, you know. I want that. Symbolic. I'm recording this on the day of the Taurus new moon, April 27, 2025. Symbolic again. Get some oracle cards down. I've got my, I've not used this oracle deck on this channel before, but I love it. It's really, really, really cool. It's called the Lumen Oracle. I'm not sure if it's going to record very well because it's a bit metallic, but we'll see. Some of you feel like you can't trust love, but I mean, you can trust your healing, right? You can trust the work that you've done. You can trust your heart to lead. Your heart is the map and the compass. Journal, that's popped up a couple of times. Put that here. All right, so we've got limiting belief, ebb and flow, purpose, let go and let God. This limiting belief feels tied into the 3 of Swords for me. Like, I feel like I'm talking to someone who has been repeatedly and consistently hurt by love. I'm so sorry. That's not easy to heal from, especially when it's a repeated wound, you know, it really gets in deep. I'm feeling like, despite all the work that you've done, all the healing, all the journaling, and you're feeling pretty good, like, I feel like this is not something that you feel like you're lacking, like, or consciously feel like you're lacking, but it's more like you can, or there's this questioning if it's something that you want to do without. There's this gentle probing to see if there's any more work to be done, like if that's the reason that you feel resistant to it. We're going to go to this deck. We've got the Lumen Oracle here. But we want some tarot. We've got the Four of Wands on the bottom. Tell me more about this limiting belief. I feel like this ebb and flow, like I feel like you sort of dip your toe into thinking about the possibility of it and pull back, and dip your toe in and pull back. Like you put a little bit of energy into it and you pull that energy back. You put a little bit of energy into it, you pull that energy back. Like I feel like this is not, it feels very watery, very ethereal, very soft. All right, well, the Ace of Cups just fell out of the deck. So, like, we've got the King of Cups on the bottom. We're going to actually cover this energy. It's not something I've done before, but I'm feeling like laying these cards down over the top of my oracles. I feel like this Nine of Swords on the bottom now. Yeah. You've cried a lot in the past. I understand why you're hesitant. Understand why you're not sure. I'm hearing the song. When I told my friend that I didn't want to be a love reader, she sent me the lyrics to that song, like, what the world needs now. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, right? Which is always, to me, about equal give and take. It's about balance. It's giving and receiving. It's fair, it's just. And this is a very soft representation. Like this woman here who's got the scales in her hand and is giving out whatever she's giving to these people. Like there's something here about need coming through. This woman is compassionately meeting the needs. I feel like this is this King of Cups, right? This could be you compassionately meeting the needs of someone else or yourself, or this could be someone coming in. You may have recently met someone that's got you questioning, like if this is actually something. I feel like whoever it is, you haven't in your life haven't taken any, like made any moves towards love, like you're not dating, like you're really focused on other things, on yourself. So this could very much be meeting your own needs. But I am also, for some of you, getting this energy of there's been some kind of activation moment. So maybe meeting someone who's made you feel a little bit curious and who has really sent you into, like, in a really clear, concise way, got you looking at yourself to see not only if you can give. I feel like you might be asking yourself, have I done enough releasing and healing, and am I the person yet who is capable of giving the only type of love I want to receive? But also, can you let yourself receive it? Are you at a place where you can comfortably voice your needs? Where you can comfortably pour into this Ace of Cups? Seven of Swords. This is interesting. Like, I'm not really getting the standard Seven of Sword energy. I'm getting something about the Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Swords, which is really interesting. I've never seen this card this way before. But what I'm seeing here is the Two of Swords, like the decision, the not saying, the willful blindfolding. Like, you haven't wanted to look at this. You've been resting with the Four of Swords. Like, this is all you. You're the person with all of these swords. There's one tent here, not an army. One tent. You know, maybe you're just coming out of the hermit's cave. But it's this Ace of Sword here. What hand would that be? That would be the left hand. That's the feminine side. So I feel like there is this restful phase and this decision that's coming, like, and in the traditional tarot, remember, like, she's got the Two of Swords, she's guarding her heart, and she's got the blindfold on, but she can drop those swords and take the blindfold off and see clearly with the Ace of Swords. But I really feel like this Two of Swords is, you're right at that point now. You're right at that critical moment where it's time to decide. You know, you've got spirit, that could be guidance as well. Like, this is your feminine energy, your left side. You've got the Ace of Swords. I feel like this ebb and flow doesn't need clarifying. I feel like this is literally just you back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Like, not with another person, like internally trying to figure out. It's like one day you're like, maybe I will. And then you're like, absolutely not. It doesn't feel harsh. It feels like there's this softness here. Like, you are able to hold yourself with so much loving compassion right now. Maybe because I'm just looking at this purpose card, maybe because you see the purpose in the rumination. Maybe because there hasn't been anyone standing in front of you asking you to make a decision. Either there recently has been, or there is soon to be an opportunity. And I don't feel any way like I'm not getting a strong yes or a strong no. I feel like this is more about this is not so much about the decision, but about the process for you. Maybe you'll like have your curiosity sparked by this person, and when it's time to decide, you're like, you know what, I'm not capable of giving the love that I want to receive, or I'm not capable of receiving yet, or I'm just not ready to trust, or I don't feel like it's the right time. Maybe you'll go, actually, I can trust myself. Let go and let God. This is curious to me. Like, I feel like this one needs clarifying, so we'll do that. Let go and let God. Obviously, it's a card of surrender. The message here, when I channeled this, the energy was like deep, deep surrender. Like, just give it to God. Even if you don't love the word God, give it to spirit, give it to source, give it to divine. Substitute whatever you want here. Let go and let God. Let's clarify that. Tell me more about this let go and let God. Tell me more about this let go and let God. Tell me more about this let go and let God. Ooh. You can't make this up. Right, let go and let God with the Two of Swords. I'm feeling like deep surrender here as well. She doesn't look like she's trying to figure anything out. Arms crossed, legs crossed. There's something about that. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Two of Swords and let go and let God. The Tower. Yeah, something's about to pop. This is an inflection point, I think. Doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters which way you go. I don't think you need to overthink it. In fact, I think Spirit is asking you to feel it out, not think it out. There's something here about, like, 'cause this tower is not crumbling. That's the first thing I see. And the lightning, like normally in the Tower card, it looks like the lightning is coming and striking down the tower in an act of divine intervention. But this time it looks like the lightning is expanding out of the roof of the tower, which is not crumbling. But this person is falling. Like, this almost has surrender energy as well. Like, look at these lightning bolts. Like, they look like they're expanding out, shooting out of this tower. And it's not crumbling at all. Something solid is what I heard. You fear the tower is going to come down. There's something here about a trustful. I actually have trustful in here. I wonder if it will come out. It probably won't, but let's do a science. Clear it on the bottom of the deck. Toxic again. You really are, like, you haven't had a great experience. I really do feel like this is romantic love, but keep in mind what I said about expanding. Love energy, just, there is only love, and one of these flipped over. Release. Release flipped over. That could be what this is. This just releasing. Like, just let it go. Release the fear. Release the overthinking. Like, this is the Two of Swords, but she looks calm. So we didn't get faith at the bottom of the deck. We didn't get the trustful card, but that's what it looks like. I just saw this image of hands releasing from something and then the fall. Maybe you have to release yourself. Tell me more. Yeah. Tell me more about the Tower. Release and Two of Swords. The Hermit. Yeah. The Hermit and the Emperor. These look like different aspects of the same person, don't they? Like, look at that beard. This one, it looks more coiled and more refined. In this one, it's like, I always think of the hermit as, you know, the great mystic, the great the herb man in the old dragon books and things like that, you know, the wizard from Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, like shabby, and this emperor looks like the same person. There's something in that. These are just two aspects of yourself. You know, what is the point of all that self-reflection, you know, when we isolate ourselves and we go into the hermit's cave and we stay in that hermit energy and we really do all that work? What is the purpose of that, if not to experience the benefits in our real life? If we can't come out of that cave and reintegrate with the world again as a totally different person. Let's get these oracle cards out. Let's go to the Lumen Oracle. This is the tarot. What is going on here? Okay, no, there was a tarot card at the bottom. What was it? Was the Conqueror? You got the King of Cups again from another deck, another tarot deck in my oracle deck. Like, the backs of these are different. Like, they're from the same publisher, the same people created them, but we've got the oracle deck and we've got the tarot deck. So this tarot card was in the oracle deck and it's the King of Cups again. And here we've got compassion. Like, there was very compassionate energy coming through, especially with this Six of Pentacles. I feel like that might be the guidance. Whichever way you do choose to go, lead with your heart, lead with compassion. Do what's feels right by our heart first. Try and lead. Like, love is not a thinking thing. Love is a feeling. There is only, like, every emotion we have, out of all of the plethora of emotions that we feel, they all boil down to two: love and fear. So you get to choose. Obviously, choose love, but then what does that look like for you? Does that look like saying yes, or does it look like saying no? We've got another tarot card in here. The Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. Moving that, I'm just feeling so much love energy coming off this card. Like the rose and the way the swords are, like, I don't know why. There's half a skull there. But I am just feeling love, like move towards love. Got the Seven of Swords again. I cannot make this up. I did not do this. This one's feeling like a little more traditional. There's just this fear, this wanting to stand back behind the veil, this wanting to it's not really resistance. I feel like I'm experiencing love in a diluted way. Like there's this veil, this like veil over my face. Imagine like a beaded curtain over my face, like, you know, those veils, but it's sort of in front of me and I'm experiencing love through that. That's what I'm feeling from this card. And now I can sort of feel this energy of, we haven't had a single oracle card apart from that compassion at the beginning. I can feel this question coming up of, is that enough? Is experiencing love in this diluted, safe manner, is that enough for you? Get some more on this, please, Spirit. We get some more on this. Dare to dream. Do you dare to dream? Are you daring to dream? Are you afraid that the reality won't match up to the energy? I can relate to that. I know what that fear is. I just heard, so what? Like literally, so what? I don't know what that means, but let's sit for a second. If the reality doesn't match up to the dream, so? It doesn't have to be the end of the world. You just move on. The Six of Swords, that shit. It's where self-trust comes in. Like if what you're being offered in the reality doesn't match the dream, the picture that you have in your mind, then release it and let it go. It's not what you want. It's not what you want. You don't have to take it just because it was offered to you. Anything else here, Spirit? Hello? I really do feel like there's more to come out of here. I'm not just being stubborn. Can you even make it up? Release. That looks like a frog. Frogs might mean something to you. Like, remember I said that image I had of the hands opening, like, look at these hands. Open, and then the trust fall back. Release what you're holding on to. Even release control of the dream. It may take a couple of goes. may take that time to build confidence in your dream, to clarify. You might have an experience and you're like, well, I definitely don't want that. These cards are making me work for it. Is that it, Spirit? Is there anything else to come through? No, I don't think. Ooh. We've got a fox here. And withdraw. What I'm saying is, like, don't withdraw. You, like, this feels like Six of Swords sort of energy as well, but foxes, right? They're smart, they're witty, they're cunning, witty. They're cunning. They're, I want to say sneaky, but in the good way. I don't know if that makes sense. The word isn't coming through. You can be strategic in what you give to and not to. You can just withdraw anytime. Got the outlaw. Something about these mountains is really drawing me. Like, there's something coming through about the outlaw. I'm not feeling like a wrong energy here or like an illegal energy. I'm feeling more like someone who bucks conventional systems, someone who doesn't want to do it the way that everyone else does it. Rare, I just heard. Like, you want something rare. You want something that should be illegal, I just heard. Something in this with outlaw card with this boot is like, I'm seeing steps. Like I'm seeing this boot walking. Taking a step. That's really interesting. So I'm just holding it up to the light. These strings of like beads were catching my eye and I couldn't figure it out. Like I couldn't, they mean something. And then I just pulled off the top card of the deck, and I get versatility. And obviously we know what this leaf is, but these are the same strings coming down it. And I don't feel much coming off this, like my whole focus is on these strings. Well, outlaws are versatile, aren't they? Like, they have to be. And this is a fairly well decorated boot. There's something here I'm not seeing. Explain these two cards to me, Spirit. Explain these two cards to me. Six of Wands. Ah, look at this. I'll show you in a sec. One more, please, Spirit. Just one more. That's the one. Ha ha! All right, have a look at this bridle. See these little circles? Like, they're the same as what's on this boot. These is movement. I saw these shoes moving, right? This horse is moving. This is victory. Maybe you've come down. This could be the Hermit's Mountain. Maybe you've come down off the mountain. Right. There's victory here. And then the next card that came out, I am not kidding. The Empress. We've got a divine couple here. These are counterparts. These are perfect partners. This is also balanced internal energy. This is your feminine energy and your masculine energy, well balanced, working well together. So I feel like you can't lose here. If you follow love, where is this path to love? Which road are you going to step on? Either way, there's victory. But just what does it mean to you? What is more self-honoring and what is more compassionate? Is it taking a step towards this person? Or is it staying back? There's an in-between as well. Like, I just saw someone take 2 steps, then decide no and come back. Like I said, you can withdraw your energy. You're not obligated, right? You can put your foot in the water and see what flows. And if you ebb, then just honor the ebb. You know, you don't have to make a lifetime commitment on the first date. Okay. I think that that's about it. The cards were starting to get a bit hard then. So thank you so much for dropping by again. I am going to post this reading, so thank you for staying with me while I puzzled this out. I appreciate it, and I'd love to know what you think or feel. And also, I'd love a subscribe if you can. It's a really simple way to help my channel grow. Oh, get out. I was just going to shuffle the deck, I promise. I was just going to fidget while I asked you to support my channel. You cannot make this up. I fucking love you, Spirit. Oh, my Lord. I'm so sorry. Please subscribe if you feel called to. Give me a like. I'd love to know how this reading resonated with you. Let me know if that made you chuckle as well. Bye.